Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. My name is Waseem Anwar from Faisalabad, Pakistan. We are yet again back with an exciting and informative series of interviews, starting with one of the most dynamic men in on passive. You all must have seen him on conferences, webinars, and events. A man who possesses ample knowledge and carry a vision of bringing a change in the lives of people. We are honored to have amidst us distinguished individuals whose name resonates with the realm of artificial intelligence and technological acumen. He is the driving force behind the widely acclaimed show OTech Pros, a platform where intellect meets curiosity and technical knowledge takes center stage. He is from UK. We are lucky enough to get his learning and experiences. He is none other than Mr. Collins Manna. Sir, we cordially welcome. You are here. Thank you very much. You joined this session.
Thank you, Wasim. I know it's been very, very long, and when you told me, I said, all right, I'll try to make up time to join you in your live, and we can talk about on passive. So I'm really
Yeah.
glad and blessed to be on your platform today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. So let's start this session without wasting time. Or we know after 1 hour on passive 360s, we are waiting for on passive 360. Maybe Mr. Ash join this session, maybe not, but we are curious for this session. So let's start this session. So, sir, currently you are living in UK. Are you originated from UK? Please give us some insight. For example, which city you are connected from? Mostly guests live in UK and USA, but originated from other country. So that's why
Ye-
I'm asking.
oh, Yeah, no, thank you very much for the question. Yeah, so normally I live in UK, precisely in Milton Keynes, in a city called Milton Keynes, but I'm originally from Cameroon. I was born in a little town called Victoria at that time, but now the name is Limbe. So yeah, so that's it. So we moved to UK and school in the Netherlands, and after the Netherlands, then I moved to UK where I started my career.
Great, 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 sir. So mostly I have done interview. They are from Cameroon, originally from Cameroon, but living in USA, Canada, UK. So
Yeah,
you are one of them. So, so we have, I think, many on passive and Cameroonian. So we
yeah,
can say.
yeah. Sorry, Lord.
So, can you introduce yourself? Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, so normally, yeah, so as I said, I live in UK, United Kingdom, and I'm an IT engineer by profession. So I work in the quality assurance department. So I've had about almost for now, I can say 15 years experience in the QA field. So, and I've worked in several applications, different applications. So I can say like from the health service to banking to retail, so it's just lot of some of them I can't even remember, but it's just like move from one, company that they're doing something different, but all is the same process and the same way of building software. So my main role is about, ensuring that the software that is built meet customer or exceed customer expectation. So whatever is developed, you need to test them properly and make sure it is at least 90% or 95% or say 99% defect free. So that's particularly my role.
Wow, wow, wow! Excellent, excellent, sir. So, sir, you are the one of the O Tech Pros team member, and all Pakistani founders love this show and get knowledge. So, how you got idea to make this group? You live in UK and the other person in USA. So you knew
Yeah,
before.
yeah. So normally we started, small in a small group where we're just trying to help as many founders as possible. So it was really like small, and then we started moving. And I think there was day Maddie came in and then saw us and doing our thing. And a lot of people were not really asking, according to the way Maddie explained to us, but we were not really seeing what we are doing. We know we're just helping for the founders to understand what is on passive and what on passive is trying to achieve, with Mr. Ash Mufara and the team. At that time, I'm sure many founders were lost because they were just seeing it as another business. They didn't know how long it would take. So we're doing that, like just trying to help. So Madi Digamo saw us and then asked us if we can come and do it in the global stage to help a lot of founders. So at one point we were like scared. We said, no, we don't really want to really go that far because we're thinking about our jobs and everything. So at what we start, and then it took us 2 months for us to decide if we want to do it or not. So Oliver Fonte contacted me. We talked to Vincent, talked to Bob, and we're not only four of us. There were a lot of guys, different guys. We contact them, but they were all scared. So we end up to be just four of us. And then Lynn came in. We talked, and then Marit Gamo said yes, Lynn will be the main driver behind to help us to dumb it down, so we can really form a team. And that's how it all began. And then we came out with the name OTech Pro.
No, great, great, sir. Sir, there are many people on chat and Lean Ma'am's
Yeah.
saying this will be a great interview.
Yeah.
So thank you, Lean Ma'am. And Zishan Khan here, Yasin Afif, and always M. Kelly, everywhere, and Amal Fatayar. And thanks to all of you, sir. So, sir, we would like to know about your journey with OnPassive, including when and how did you join, how it has changed your personal and professional life.
Yeah. So I joined on Passive June 2020. A friend introduced me. He live in the US. So on Passive came to me around January, was it January 2020? But at that time, I wasn't really sure of what I wanted to do. So I took it, and because the friend at that time couldn't explain what is on Passive all about, there was just nothing. When he said, I said, no, I don't want to listen, but I took it and I kept it. So the COVID came and then things started changing, the way things happened. And I went back to him. I said, you told me something, because at that time I started thinking that when you're working from home, you say, all right, maybe you can find other way to make money while you are working. You can add something to your income, So I said, all right, you told me something about Go Founder. What is Go Founder? So he couldn't still explain it to me. I said, don't worry, I will take a look. I went I went online, I searched for Go Founder, because normally one of the things I always do is when I'm searching, I don't look for negativity, because a lot of people go and they try to look at the negative aspect. But I was looking at the positive side of it to say, all right, this guy, I really trust him. So let me take a look. He couldn't explain it at that time. He himself was still like, said, all right, I will join. I looked at it and I said, wow, this is really great. So it was like Go Founder, then on Passive. So at that time, there was no product, there was just nothing, it was just the architect, the design, and stuff like that. So I look at it so I can understand all the tools. So, it was like internet marketing platform, you know. But what I saw at that time was an IT company in the making. That's what I saw. The internet marketing for me was just the name. But the what I saw within that platform was like, if they can put all of this together, this will be one of the biggest IT company we have ever seen. That's what the first thing that came in my mind. So I rushed back to the guy. I called him. I said, did you just know what you showed me? He said, but I gave you since January. Now you're talking to me. I said, you yourself, you don't even know. So at that time, he has no clue. So I started explaining what I've seen on the website, the OnPassive website at that time. So he was really excited. I said, yes, I hope you've got in. So I registered straight away. So I started introducing to others. I said, just come in. Though, there is little less information. Mr. Ashmufara has everything he said. But what I saw gave me that motivation and that drive to say, this is the place. I don't care how long it will take. Because at that time, I was thinking like it would take 10 years or maybe 15 years to put everything together. But the good news is I'm in. Whatever it takes, I know I'm in a good place, a good company, because it's an IT company. So I started sharing it. At that time, I didn't even know if you're sharing it, you're even building a team. My excitement was just to spread out to as many people as possible, those who can look at it and say, you know what, there is a place where you can come, and then if everything work out 100%, you are in a good place. And that's how I was saying it, and then I started building that motivation as things go. And then my first meeting, at the first web, YouTube I stumbled on was Mike Ellis. I listened to Mike Ellis 2020, and I said, this is something different. Mike breaks everything down at that time. Then the next person was Michael Williams. I said, look, this is really great. So I started gathering all those YouTube, sharing it with a lot of friends. I said, just listen. Though I'm seen as an IT company, but these guys, they are saying something which is really massive. And I was just like, they were talking about the marketing part of it, and it just blew my mind. And that's how I said, you know what? Then the next meeting, I saw Mr. Ash Mufara explaining things, not hyping things, like trying to convince anyone, but just tell you that if you stick with me, I will take you to the top. And all those messages started to resonate with me in my mind. I said, so he said, I will give you time and financial freedom. I said, how can you give us time and financial freedom? Because I know most companies, they will never do that. To say, come in, I will give you time, because time is money. You spend time, you cannot waste your time for nothing. But if someone said, I would give you the time, it means time to travel, time to do good. And then the financial part of it, it means you will have money to even bless others. And I said, wow, this is really massive. So I become more interested to know more about OnPassive, to dig deep, to know about what is coming and how the products will be put together, because I already know behind my mind that the product is something that will generate a lot of income based on what all the other IT companies are making out there. I said this will really be massive if they put all of it together. So I was really quite interested in the product side of it, and it just blew my mind.
Wow, wow, excellent. It was my favorite question because everyone has own story, own journey story. So I like this question. So thank you, Rob Gorman, sir. He's saying on passive going viral, of course. And sir, how do you see on passive? How is it going to impact the lives of founders, customers, and businesses all around the world?
Oh, that is really a good one. If you are a founder, you are in a good place, because founder affiliate, you come in, you do the right thing. Because remember, Ms. Ashbara made a statement: if you come in, you will win. OnPassive will be the only business, and OnPassive is built to change mankind. So it will not change only the founders, those who are coming. Because if you look at it, I always put it in three category of people: those who are in OnPassive to earn money, make commission out of it. So it become an affiliate and commission. There are those who come in just to use the free product. You cannot change it because it's for everybody. And there are those who are not coming for commission, but they are coming to instead bring more money into OnPassive. These are the small company, the medium size, and the large corporation. And I always classify them as the 70% of the population of those who are not coming to make anything from OnPassive, but to use the software solution to enhance their business. Because a lot of companies are really struggling at this point in time, and they want to use a solution that is of high quality, but at least the price is affordable. So most of the products out there, they are really expensive. So if they find something like OnPassive, where would they go? They will come in, to use it. So they will use it to really flourish their business, to expand their business. Because all of these tools, which Mr. Ashmofar and the team are building, majority of them is for businesses. If you look at it, we said Academy. How many of normal user will use Academy? I would say 30 to 40%. How many of
Wow.
the companies will use Academy? 60%. Because most companies want to give training to their employee. Where would they go? Academy. Because Academy will be a platform, an online study application, like the way they use Udemy, Pluralsight, and all the rest. Academy will be there. Most companies use Pluralsight and Udemy. So think about
Hmm.
Academy coming, and they're talking about online study application at this point, which is $250 billion market cap. And they said in 2027, it will be $1 trillion, because that's the money online study application is generating across the globe, because a lot of people are studying.
Wow.
So
Wow.
a lot of things that's happening with all the tools and services. For instance, all staff is for company. Normal user will not need all staff. Founders will not need all staff. But you need to own it. But do you need it to do anything? No. Companies is built for companies. We know we're talking about O Connect. Majority of people who use it is company because they'll be running conferences and all of those stuff. But as a normal user, how it will change your life, you need to own it because Mr. Ashmofara built a business for you. So the moment you become an affiliate and you purchase a product, what happened? The system start to work for you, open the world where customers can come in, purchase that product from your side, from your business. And that is how it changed you as a normal user, as a normal affiliate founder, or the affiliate that will be coming in. And then the businesses is just about enhancing because it is a platform for everybody.
Wow, wow, excellent, sir. So, Rob Gorman, sir, saying you can get anything that you want at Ash Mufare restaurant. So, that's it, right. So, sir, uh, the artificial intelligence is the heart of on passive. So, what is the role of artificial intelligence in the products of on passive? How do you see AI marketing and impact on the overall structure of the products?
Yeah, so most of all the products in on passive are built with artificial intelligence. So the
Mhm.
reason, if we look at it, why do we need artificial intelligence at this particular time, especially the world now? Most people are thinking about artificial intelligence. You know, if we look at this, I always step back a little bit, look at it, why we are going into robotic engineering. Say, all right, you want to create an automated system. It's because the world is growing faster and demand is increasing every day, but the supply is less. So people are want something, but those who supposed to work for that thing, the energy is not there. And when you look at it in a normal day, if you said you want to put an output, you're doing your job 7 hours a day, 3 hours you are effective. 2 to 3 hours you are really effective in the morning. But as time passes, your effectiveness drop. So when machines start to come in, machine is coming in to do that repetitive job, the job that you don't want to do, repetitive. So machine will take over that part, and then you can concentrate on the other things that machine cannot do. Now artificial intelligence come in, and thanks to the internet age, you're talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning. So artificial intelligence is code, it's just a code written in the software to identify and analyze data. Most of the time, identify, analyze, like for instance, traffic. Artificial intelligence can sit and then analyze the data. But when you open it to machine learning, it means you are telling the computer or the software, I'm not feeding you with anything. I'll build you, expose you to the world wide web. You take the data yourself, analyze it, and start to behave like humans. And that's how machine learning comes in. So there's a difference between artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, you feed it with information. Machine learning allow the machine to go and pick the information, process it, and deal with it. So now you come in, you look at it, how it will really shape on passive. Those guys, the data engineer, data scientists who are there, they look at it, they monitor it, they build it. For instance, take for instance old chat, the simple old chat we have, the chatbot. Every time you go and you feed it with information, I'm looking for this. If it is not there, what will happen? The old chat will pass you to someone live. The time is coming, will pass you to someone live. Now that information now will be coded behind the scene. They said, now if someone come because I asked for A and A is not there, next time if somebody come and ask for A, machine should respond with the correct answer. So now they are building it, exposing it, and the machine become more perfected. And sooner or later, there will be no support. Every support will just be handled by machine. Most of the time when you call, machine speak to you than human being. If you look at most of the jobs now, or you call government offices, press one for this, press two for that, it's because they are taking over that manual job for you to be picking the phone every time. And until it reach that point. So now you look at on passive, how will it play in marketing? It will filter data, pick the right data, push it in to where the location, and just analyze everything, pick all the clean data. For instance, you can take our normal O trim. We are talking about heat map, where you can see, analyze where your market is coming from, how many clicks you have. Say a normal shop can trim their link, put it out there for advert, and they can identify where their customers are coming. So it helps you to streamline your marketing campaign all over the globe because you don't know where your market is coming from. You identify where the market is coming. He said, no, why should you waste your time in UK? Meanwhile, your customers are in Pakistan. Because all those who are looking at it, maybe they are in Pakistan. So you just concentrate in Pakistan. It
Wow.
helps to do all of that. And that's the beauty about artificial intelligence in every sector and the products in non-passive. So they do different things depending on the structure of the products.
Wow, excellent, excellent, sir. So you explained very well artificial intelligence and role of intelligence in our company, in our products. So, sir, as we are aware, our company's CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare, is the mastermind behind this project and has a positive impact on our lives. What are your thoughts on Mr. Ash, on Mr. Ash Mufare?
Mr.
I think this,
Ashmofara.
actually I want to know these things
Yes.
from everyone.
No, honestly, if you look at Mr. Ashmofara from the first day I saw Mr. Ashmofara speaking, I joined the webinar. There was that real connection with Mr. Ashmofara. So I can really connect to what he was trying to say. Though he was not really giving a lot out there because sometimes you don't know who you are speaking to. But the connection was there. He never ever, so he was, when he's always in a meeting, he wants to relate and connect with people. Sometimes it's just like, okay, put the business part of it out, put on passive. I just want to know you. I want to know what you are doing, how you're feeling, how you sleep, are you okay, all of those type of things. So he is a different breed of human being where he is concerned with humanity more than the monetary part of on passive. Because when he made the statement, he said, take humanity off on passive, he will be less motivated of building a company like this. If you said, all right, the well said, don't give us anymore. We don't need anything. They just forced me to say, take off the humanity, kick all the affiliate out. We don't need affiliate. You just be like a normal traditional business where everything is coming to you. You be the world richest man. He said he will stop building on passive because that is not his motive. He built on passive because of humanity. So the humanitarian part is the backbone of the heart. It's in the heart of Mr. Ashmufara. Whatever he is doing, he is thinking about humanity because he said, I build humanity, I build on passive. So you cannot take anything out from me, and I cannot take it from you. We all grow together. No CEO will say, come, let's grow together, build a business, replicate it, and then grow together. Because the humanitarian part of on passive is the big deal. And he always talk about blessing. How do you replicate yourself? In a meeting, he always talk about, I want to live this way in a better place than I came in it. If I cannot change somebody, I cannot change the world, but I can change someone's world. All of those statements, you know, and it is so beautiful to think about someone who cares more about humanity than the riches, you know.
Yes, yes, you're right. I have attended many webinars of other companies, but I have seen the other CEO normally on formal don't disclose the families. They are not transparent. But I never seen a CEO like Mr. Ash Mufare who talks about humanity and value. So amazing, amazing,
Yeah.
sir. So, sir, numerous digital products will be sold by OnPassive, and one paid product we have seen we are using O Connect, and many product will come. Each product has its own value, but which one is your favorite and why you like it?
Yeah, that's a tough one because all the products I've seen on passive are very, so I cannot really put my finger and say this is the best for me or this is the best for me because every time I think about oatmeal and then something will pop up in another product and I'll say, wow, this is really good. But if I look at it generally, I said, all right, let me close my eyes and just go with my heart. I will say, oh, connect, because that is really the product that they have worked on, because video conferencing platform is something that everybody needs at this particular time. You know, most companies now conduct interview from home. especially when they're looking for jobs. People don't travel anymore, they work from home. So video conferencing is the platform where you can use it for training facilities, you can showcase other products. Though I like all the other products, if I want to demonstrate mail, what do I do? I go to I will showcase it on our video conferencing platform. If I
Mhm.
want to showcase Academy, I'll go to O Connect. You want to demonstrate anything. So it is that product that that it's connected to all the other products, because there will be training facilities within that. That is really my that's honestly one of the one that I would say is right in my heart, because I understand what the product will do, help showcasing the other products.
Great, great. My 90% the guest took the name of Oakconnect, and
Yeah,
only Dr. Bill Williams said my favorite product is Oh My Life. So I think our My Life is another amazing product, and actually we mostly uh, heard the name of O Connect. That's why everyone's saying. But when we'll see other products, I think every product has own value and important. So,
yeah.
sir, yes, yes. Sir, we as whole have seen the huge showcasing effort ran in Dubai and Burj Khalifa on passive metro station, FIFA World Cup, JITEX, Takdir Award, many things. So, how do you think it has done to on passive's overall standing? In other words, what are the benefits of these campaigns?
So if we look at all what from Burj Khalifa to Jitech, you know all of the
Hmm,
campaigns we're seeing,
hmm,
it is branding. On passive is trying to brand. What Miss Ashra is doing is branding on passive, the well market. So Burj Khalifa, Jitech, we talk about how many thousands of people, hundreds of thousands went to that show. They are all companies. So what happened? It showcased and it opens on passive to the world. And we're talking about traffic. Most of those are all traffic, because when people see it, what happened? They sign onto OnPassive because they've never seen it. Then they click on that button, sign, get the free account. And what will happen when they sign in? They, the system will open them to a different world, called the ecosystem, where they can see everything in one place with single sign on. So that is the beauty, because when you brand yourself a lot, sometimes you don't even advertise yourself. Yesterday we were talking, and I said, now if we look at Apple doesn't do anything, but when they buy phone, they produce a new phone, millions upon millions of people dive on it. But ask yourself, what did they really do? Because they have brand themselves long time ago. When you hear the name Apple, you just want to get it. You don't care if it is good or it's bad, or the phone is of high quality or no. Branding of just showcase the quality of most of those company, and it's exactly what Miss Alpha is trying to do. When you hear on passive, it will be a household name. You will not even, when you hear on passive, it is good. It's of good value. And branding is really massive for a company to grow to higher height. You must brand yourself, and that is exactly what Mr. Ashmufara is doing. The time of marketing, he said marketing have not started. When the time of marketing, he is a master marketer. He will do that, drive a lot of customers to on passive side. But now it's about branding all the other things we've been seeing. Burj Khalifa, Jitech, the conferencing, all of those, they are all branding. But though we're doing branding, it is bringing lot of customers, users into OnPassive. So I always call them users, because they sign up. A lot of people sign up. Every time, as I said, when they run like a light show on Burj Khalifa, a lot of people sign in, because they say, wow, I've never seen this. What's this company? Let me go and click. Let me take a look. By the time they'll just log in, sign in straight. So it's a big deal for OnPassive.
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, branding is backbone of every business, but our branding is disruptive. That is
Yeah.
important. So we should not worry about it. Sir, I would really like to ask you shed some light upon one of the most important topic of on passive these days, data center. What is data center? Why it's important for on passive to have its own data centers? What change they can bring in?
Oh, data center is really a big deal. If we look at the companies that own data center in the world, the giant. So you're talking about AWS, which is Amazon. It's the biggest. Microsoft, Azure, you know, and Google has a little bit, some of them, but most those two companies, they are really, that's their business. Because a lot of people don't know, if you look at what Amazon is making, almost 60% to 70% of their revenue is coming from data center. So
Hmm.
the 30 or 40% is from the marketplace, you know. So now, why data center? Mr. Ashmufara told us about the 5 pillars, which is, I always call it the unpassive business model. You know, he always make a statement: we will own the internet, we will own it. The world will know your name. So he always make those two statements. By the time you start to look at the 5 pillar, you will know why we need it. So the 5 pillar is what? Is data center, is the ecosystem, complete ecosystem with a single sign-on. The data center, the domain register, the cash register. So we talk about payment processor. So it's four. So sorry, it's four pillars. So those 4 pillars, when you own those 4 pillars, you have it. What do? You've cut middleman, you cut like third party. Now everything is in-house. So when they made the statement, we will own it, it means you are bringing everything in-house by using those 4 pillars. So why data center? Think about data. Data is money. Sometimes we sit, we don't know where our data is being stored, but we are happy to go and give information, especially when you are in need, you are desperate. They tell you, yeah, just fill in your information here, you fill it because you just want to go and get what you want and forget about how much they can even use your data. We don't even care. But now, Unpassive said, no, I will protect everything. If we look at the application we are building, they are all of big data. For instance, O Connect. It's a lot of data because you're talking about millions or billions of people using this application. To think about mail, millions or billions in the long run. If you take that particular part of business, say, all right, I will not build data centers on passive. I want to give it to Amazon for them to store our data. All those data coming from all the products, they are just heavy data. We're talking about trillions. We cannot even count in more than trillions of data. Amazon will be charging you a lot of money, hundreds of millions, to store that data. So will you be okay to say, I'll give hundreds of millions? Because the more data, the more they will charge you. I remember Mr. I said, when we were in GoFounder, he said something, I think they were paying almost 28 or 30 million, I think 38 million, if I'm not mistaken, 38 million to what? To AWS. When we're still in we were still with Go Founder. We've not even entered O Founder, Go Founder. When we went into Go Founder, Mr. At that time, we're talking about, Go Founder was what? Was only our data, 1 point something. We were not even up to 1,500,000. And they were charging that type of amount with all the architecture, what Unpassive is building. Now, when the minimum value product started coming in, think how much they will charge you, because a lot of people will be coming to use that free product. So the data will be a lot. So if you think from that 38, if I'm not mistaken, how much do you think by now they'll be charging us? It's hundreds of millions. So what if you build your own? You have it like the way they build the first one, which was, I think the first one max out, Mr. Ashmofara told us, of what it was 1 billion capacity. Imagine that data you give it to Amazon or Azure. It's a lot of money. But now when you bring it in-house, you are already saving that money, hundreds of millions in-house. For instance, when O Connect came out, we're talking about we've been using the free version. Nothing is coming, but they'll be giving us all this for free. A lot of people said no. Why? But we are not bringing anything because Unpassive is not making any money. But they are spending a lot because we are running on it. Nobody is paying anything. So where are they getting the money? So you ask yourself, it is just too much because it's costing the company if they continue giving us for free. And you're giving it to what? To millions because of the data consumption and, the maintenance and all of those things, everything, the infrastructure. You are paying all those guys in Hyderabad, pay all your engineers, they are working, but nothing is coming in. So it costs the company a lot, But now this is are all heavy data. And if you look at the amount that companies are making just for storage, all these two companies they are making just for storing data, it's huge money. So it's a big deal for OnPassive, because not only it will save OnPassive a lot of money, the time will come where OnPassive too will be providing space like cloud service and the on-premises service for others to come and store their data. And when they store their data, they know their data is protected, and it's safe for where it is. So it's massive deal. And this is one of the
Wow.
pillars, I said, bringing it in-house.
So, 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 sir, what is the current update about our own data center now by Mr. Ash Mufare?
So, the first one, Mr. Ashford told us on the live webinar, the first data center maxed out 1 billion, and now they are still working on the second data center. But remember, he told us on the webinar that our O Connect is hosted on our cloud service. It
Oh,
means our
wow,
data center,
wow,
so it's hosted. So it means the second one, it's already there, but they are, scaling it up, working, because it's not only one day job. You need to still continue to expand and expand. Then you can bring all the other products in whilst you come and bring it until it will just go on full-blown capacity, until you get to a stage where you say, now I will not only host all my customers alone, like on passive customers, users and everything. Now I want to provide space for those companies who want to host their data in OnPassive, and OnPassive will start to generate income as well from the data center, like other companies. It's massive. It's a big
great,
deal.
great, excellent, sir, excellent, sir. Sir, I have been hearing a lot of questions regarding having one's own domain name. Why do you think it's important? How is it going to help us in business? We already have ICANN accreditation. So tell me about what is ICANN?
Yeah.
How is it
So
important?
yes. So ICANN is the company that issue the right for you to own a domain. They
Mm,
issue the right, like the way you have the certification and everything. So like GoDaddy must go through ICANN. But
mm,
Mr. Asel, we are the big daddy, because we
yes.
got it right from them. They give you. It means, if you look at it, it means on passive not only
Mm,
have the right to provide it, but on passive can open it. It's accredited to even give out domain like GoDaddy, sell domain. Now, how will it benefit us? I will go back to what Ms. Ashmufara always said. I always got touched the four pillars. He said the world will know your name. But
mm,
sometimes, the founders, when they look at it and the affiliate, they always limit their knowledge about, I'm in on passive, I just want commission. You know, Mr. Ash Mufara built this business, a massive business. I remember this was in there was a webinar Ash made this statement. I think it was in Ron show. One was in Rob Lynn, and the other one was in Oron. You know, about how you can run. Why Miss Amfra gave a complete rundown of the idea of building on passive. So he said, all right, he want to build a business. Say, think about, you want to, this is the way all of us will understand domain, the importance of domain. Say you want to build a business, a normal traditional business. The first thing you need to do, say you want to open a shop, a traditional shop. The first thing you need to do is to look for the location. Where will I locate? Where will my shop be located? The address. When you go, you look at the street, so, oh, I love this street. You know what? Because there are a lot of people passing here, so I'll get this street. Then now you look the house, you say, okay, I need a building, because you cannot just look at the street and that's it. You need a building. The building is there. You say, all right, I will rent this building because now I know the location and I have the building. Now this is my location, this is my building. Now with the building, what do you need? You need to buy the product. What do you want to sell? Products in your shop. Now you have the products. Before you open your door, you're thinking that, okay, now if people start to come in, how are they going to pay? Because they cannot just come and take it for free and go. You need to put something, the cash machine, for them to come in and pay, check in, check out. Now, you have a place where you can register, record how many products you have. So if like your stock is running down low, you can refill it again. That's the way. The moment you've done all of that, then you say, all right, let me open my shop now to the market. Now you've done that. That is exactly what Mr. Ash Mufara was thinking. He said, I want to build a business like this. So that business now is the four pillars, which I will touch it, and then you see how domain plays. If you have this shop now, you want to take it online. Say you want to take that traditional shop online. You still need a location online. Your location is the domain, your domain name. And your domain name, when you have the domain name, what? The domain name cannot just be a domain name, it's just the name. So the domain name is hosted on what? On top of a website. The website now is the house, the building. And when you have the website, it's not empty website where people just come and say, oh, your website is beautiful. They want to buy something. Now you have to fit your website with product. What are you selling? When somebody click, okay, now when the person click on that product, person, I love this product. How will the person pay? You need a wallet, a cash wallet, where the person can just say, all right, I'll click on it. Then the payment gateway will open. Then I can say, all right, this is the amount I will pay, and then check out. Now, when you have that, you need a hosting place. They call it webmaster to host, to check everything, to make sure everything is fine. The engineer, they are working on it. And then you need to host the data too as well, to make sure the data is a safe place where when somebody log in, the person can see it. Now that is a complete business. Now when Mr. Ashford said, this is what I want to do as on passive. Now, how do I replicate the business I own on passive? I want to build the same business to as many people who comes into on passive. That is the replication of on passive. But now he is replicating on passive to you, giving you the same shop, but with your own domain name. Because they will not call you on passive. They'll call you Waseem. Somebody say, oh, I went to Waseem and I bought something. It was so beautiful and the customer service was good. But who is running it? The webmaster is on passive, doing all of that behind the scene. And nobody is saying it. And that is where the world will know your name comes. They know you from your domain name, not from on passive. So he built the business, replicate the shop, and give it to you. You own it. I run it and everything. So you own it. Say we will own it. So that 5 pillar comes into it. So without the domain name, nobody will see you, because somebody go and search. So if the person go and search, I want the video conferencing platform, because they are doing it, optimize it, put it right top up, on the search engine. Everybody will pop up. Somebody will say, but how would they see 1.4 million people, 1.4 million? How many billion people are searching for what we have? So we are just drop of water in the ocean. We're talking about 5.5 billion internet users. People are going online searching for things. So they will see everybody, because we are just tiny. And that is how domain plays. You have the domain register, and now you are not only having a domain, the world will know you. You become a domain provider, because domain now, it becomes a product in your shop where you can sell it and still make commission.
So we can work like GoDaddy.
Yes.
Okay, great, sir. Great, sir. Excellent, sir. So, sir, so we will work like reseller, like I think that is the other thing. But the domain is we will send own domain
Yes.
like
Yes.
yes,
So you
that's
own the domain, like,
mm,
all of us will choose our domain name,
mm,
but everything on passive becomes a product. The moment you choose a domain name, that is
mm,
your little shop is as prefer giving you. Now, in
mm.
that your shop, domain is there. You go to marketplace, you click and you say, yes, I want to subscribe, I want to pay for this domain because I want to become a domain provider. Now you become domain provider.
Oh, wow, great, excellent, sir. Sir, the founder who have multiple IDs, they can keep multiple domain name with own choice.
Yeah, so you can it just depend on you which one you want to choose. If you choose it and it's not there, then it's gone. Because remember, on passive has provided for us, but who controls it, the name is ICANN. So if you go in and it's not there, the system will prompt you to say, all right, this is available. If you like it, then
Mm.
you can take it. So it's wise now for all the founders to start to think about which name you want to put on your business.
So, sir, what do you suggest? Should we keep the our own name as a domain name
Yeah,
or
you
other
can,
name?
yes, it's up to you. It's up to you. But the truth is, when you come in domain, it's always good to put something that is short and easily recognized. Domain name
Yes.
shouldn't be too complex where they'll look at it, like look at unpassive, Amazon, Google. you know if you look at some of the names, it's not really their names, but you pick something that can easily be remembered, where somebody can say, I go to this place and that is it. Like for instance, Rob Lynn, it's just like, it's a domain name. Rob Lynn can say, this is our domain name. you know
Hmm.
yeah, so it's always good to be like, the way you select domain, it should be really short and simple, easy to recognize, to
Great,
remember, something like that.
great, great. Thank you. Thanks for this suggestion. Sir, as sir recently told in last on Passive 360, we have been certified by a few major companies, Cisco, CompTIA, and three other pending. Can you elaborate what is the importance of this certification?
That's It's really a big deal for Unpassive. Most of the companies, especially IT company, the industry which I said I'm really in, most of them, they always want to be accredited, and they want to be certified. The reason, it builds trust. It really builds big trust with other companies, those who are your supplier, those who want to do business with you. Because the first thing they will ask, are you certified? Are you accredited? And when you say yes, you say, I have this, I have that, I have this accreditation, I have this certification. They say, wow, this is it. We can do business with you, because certification gives the company confidence, the other parties that want to do business with you, the confidence that you can deliver to the highest value. You can deliver this, because before a company will give you certification, especially company to company, they must have come to Hyderabad, check a lot of things, make sure you are building up to this agreed standard. There are few things that they will go through. It doesn't take one day. It can take 3 months, 4 months, 6 months for the company to say, yes, we are happy to certify you. We are happy to give you this accreditation. So now you become that particular, you have the certificate. And most company, what they do, they put it on a frame and put it on the wall in the office. So when someone walk in, immediately the person will look at it, wow, and that is it. It's a big deal, you know for confidence building, and to tell the world that you are building up to the required standard, or above the required standard. And who knows, the way Unpassive is growing now, one day they can start to certify. The world can say, the world body or certification body can say, in different areas in IT, can say, yes, we are happy for you to start to issue certification.
Great, great, sir.
Unpassive
Excellent.
can, yeah, because that's what I'm seeing coming in Unpassive. Maybe it might not be now, but we say 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years from now, with the data center, we are talking about building data center. you know, um, Most companies, like we're talking about, the likes of Microsoft Azure, they said they always they always certify people, those who want to work for other companies. You're talking about AWS, people go and get certification from them. So think about, we coming with data center. What will happen? We have, Mr. Ashifara has the knowledge and the document. We're talking about the technical architecture, because people want to use you because you are of high quality and affordable. But now they must be trained to use your data center to help other companies. What will happen? They'll come to Unpassive for training, and people will get jobs. It will create jobs a lot.
Great, great, excellent, sir. So,
Yeah.
we have importance of this certification. I think is for the security and for the uh, confidence company. This certification is important.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, sir. Most important question about traffic. What is traffic? Can you elaborate difference between holding tank traffic and the next upcoming traffic packages? Will we get paid? Will we get paid traffic or unpaid traffic? So can you explain this? People are confused
All
about this
right.
traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's look at traffic. I always like to simplify it as customers because sometimes people think like traffic is abstract. For those who don't really know, it's just customers like me and you. And we're talking about targeted traffic, those who are looking for what on
Mm,
passive, has. So yesterday I gave an example. I said, for instance, in the UK, we have PC Well. PC Well is selling what? It's selling electronics, electronic like fridges, television, and stuff like that. And then you have Asda, Sainsbury's, or Asda is like Walmart. They sell like groceries and other stuff. Or let's pick a store that sells only groceries. So you now, you know, like say if someone who is looking for, say you're looking for, or say you're looking for toothpaste, or something like to use, or you're looking for food, where will you go? You will go to a shop that sells groceries. You will not be going to a shop that is selling televisions and stuff because you are the wrong traffic. So you always go to that direction. So when you go to that direction, you are a targeted traffic because you are going to where you're looking for what you really need. Now, on passive, with its mechanism, will do what? Will drive targeted traffic because the traffic are the customers who are looking for what we have. They are not looking for dresses or shoes. They are looking for digital products. So all of those people will be coming into on passive. So those are target traffic. Like when they run the light show, run all of those shows, who are those looking at it? When they went to Jitech, Jitech is more of an IT, it was an IT conference, where big, small companies,
mm.
sorry,
Okay,
so
okay.
where
Can you
companies
elaborate?
come in, companies come in. Can you hear me?
Mm.
Is it okay?
Okay, okay, okay. Okay,
Sorry, I'm just getting a
okay. No
crazy,
issue, no issue.
somebody is just calling me. Yes, all right. So it's just like what was I saying? So Jitech was just that type, a conference for showcasing IT company, one of the largest in the world. So those who were coming there are people who are looking for IT solutions. Can be whatever they are looking, robotic stuff, digital solution and stuff, a lot. And Mr. Ashmufara told us about when Mohammed Nazar talked about 300, 300, was it 300,000 or 350 companies, they had that interview with them for the entire period. It was really hectic. So those people are targeted traffic because they come there, they already know what they are looking for. So now Ms. Ashmura talk about some of them are already paid traffic. They are already paid customer because they've already looked at something on passive, maybe all connect, and they've bought it, they've purchased it. Where will all this traffic go? This customer go? They will be placed under the founders, you know, all the customers. And even if somebody doesn't buy or connect, but they have already seen something on passive because these guys, they are really smart. They will look at it and know, all right, though I really don't need O Connect now, but I need this other product, this one coming, maybe OPAL, maybe O Academy, maybe O Domain, and all of that. I'm waiting for O Domain. So I will register and wait until O Domain come, maybe O staff. And that's how they'll just come and then buy it. And you see what? Our customer base, all of us, customer base will be growing. Because Mr. Ashmufara is a guru when it comes to driving traffic. They know where the traffic are. Because the data scientists, when they see, they analyze every data. They know who is looking for what. And they know how to bring them all on passive in a good way. Not like bugging them, telling them no. They open it, showcase it, and they will just come, naturally.
Great, great, sir. Sir, Ash has announced about OConnect commercial launch recently. What is the difference between September launch and upcoming commercial launch?
Yes. I know, I talked this with Oliver today. We're just chatting about it.
Hmm.
The launch of O Connect was a launch, like the September launch. it was still commercial launch of O Connect. But when you look at it in every business or product, you always have to upgrade it. You cannot build it and say, "This is it. I'm done with it." We are dealing with competitors. We always thought we are living in a competitive world where someone can look at it and say, "All right, let me make this." Other people have video conferencing and they are coming, they are upgrading. And Mr. Ashmara said, "You know what? We will always upgrade and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade, adding new features." So they can now we're saying this O Connect, if you look at it now, that's it. Now we're moving now to a new version of O Connect with other features and functionality. It doesn't mean that this one is not really good. No, this is really good. But company need to move because that is how IT company works. They always upgrade and then they give it a version. Like I will go, for instance, we're talking about Apple. How many of us remember the first Apple phone? It was i1. It was not really good before. I4 self, iPhone 4 was good, but they call it i1. Didn't even have a name. It sold out completely. Was it 2006? And I always make this statement. Oh, Apple started 1976 or 1976 or so, and the first Apple phone came out at 2006 to 2007. That's when it came. 20 after 21 years. They brought the first phone, and the first phone sold out completely. Now, what happened? We are talking about iPhone 15 Pro Max and all of those. So that's how IT company grows. They will always go up and up and up and up, bringing new features. Now we're moving to the next version of O Connect. Maybe after 1 year, Ms. Ash will tell us there's a new version now coming. There's a new version now coming. And that is how it is. Because if we look, a lot of times, most of the company has what they will build maybe for the next 30 years. It's already there. But there is no point giving it all at once because maybe some of the features are not needed now, but they'll be needed in the future. When the business need will arise, they will develop it and then put it out there for the market. So on-pass will always be, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years up, when it comes to video conferencing. So it is not, because people confused. They say, "Oh, what is happening with that? Are we launching now?" No, we already launched. But it's just that we are moving to the next phase of O Connect in the market.
Great, sir. Excellent, sir. So you explained every question very well. In last question, we today we got news of 10 days extension of OConnect. Who bought the package in September. So how do you see the this extension? Because many founder ask these questions. What do you want to say about this?
Yes, so with the extension, it's always good because if things, the company knows a lot what is happening behind the scene. They know when to come out and when not to come out. But the extension, like we always said, extension is costing the company. But Mr. Ashby Father would prefer to take the cost than to go out when it is not ready. But let us be happy that they are giving us just 10 days. And if things go out, it doesn't mean, sometimes they can say 10 days, but what if Mr. Ash said, "I'm happy after 5 days, put everything out." So the 10 days is always to get everything ready at the right time. But the time is coming when Mr. Ash will just say, "This is it now." And it's not like they are not ready, but there are little things, little not that they are tying because inside the company, they know better than all of us in outside. But what they are doing is massive. And every time we look at this as a delay, sometimes it turns up to be a blessing for the company. Sometimes they look at something and say, "Oh, you are disappointed." But what 1 second they turn that button and then you look at your back office and say, "Wow, thank God that they even hold us back a little bit because we wouldn't have even see all of these things." Because sometimes I always said, "All right, what if," like Mr. Ashmore explained, all the other payment processor, what if the on-person would have just said, "Oh, let's go. We are happy with it." Along the way, everything just shattered. And then they have to stay back and build it again for the next 1 year or 2 years. All of us will be disappointed. The time is needed because it's technology to build it gradually until it gets to the right place where they can say, yes, we are happy now to put it out there for you. But it doesn't mean that on passive is not working, because they have a lot of things doing. Not only what we are seeing, what we don't know. There are things that we don't even know. People are flying, from one country to the other continent. Mohammed Nazar, Mohammed Kamal, Professor Susan, they are just moving. I don't even know if they even sleep. You know, they are all doing this for on our behalf. Whilst we sleep, they are there. They are just having that sleepless night, because one day when everything is happening and it's coming, where we'll be celebrating and they will tell us the story. Mr. Ash is someone who will tell you when things happen, say this is our struggle, but look at where we are now. And every time everything happens, for me, I always take it as a blessing.
Yes, yes, you are right, sir. We should wait with patience, and we should be positive, and we should believe on company. Company is doing for us day and night with and with hard work. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable time and very valuable session, informative session is this. So I hope founder, I'm watching the chat. They like this session, and thank you very much once again. So we are so in it to win it. To say this sentence, I'm going to end this session. Bye bye.
Bye.